Have you ever felt heavy, bloated, and uncomfortable? Like your body is holding on to something it should have released days ago? What if I told you that right now, up to 12 to 15 pounds of undigested waste could be sitting inside your colon, silently triggering inflammation, fatigue, and digestive misery? And what if the solution has nothing to do with laxatives, expensive cleanses, or painful cramps at 3 in the morning? Here's what nobody is telling you. Most of the remedies seniors are using for constipation are either too harsh, too slow, or simply wrong for your body. So what actually works overnight? What can you drink before bed tonight that gently signals your colon to flush itself clean while you sleep, without side effects, without discomfort, and without a single pill? You picture this. You wake up tomorrow morning feeling lighter. You walk to the bathroom and everything moves, effortlessly. No straining, no bloating, no discomfort. Just a flat, calm stomach before your first cup of coffee. That's not a dream. That's what happens when you give your colon exactly what it needs at exactly the right time. In this video, you will discover 8 powerful overnight colon remedies ranked from least effective to best, so you know exactly which ones truly work and which ones are simply wasting your time and money. The number 1 remedy on this list, a Stanford digestive health study found it improved overnight elimination by an impressive 68%. And the best part? It's probably already sitting right there in your kitchen cabinet. Before we get into it, can you do us a quick favor? Like this video and subscribe to join our healthy community. Also type yes in the comments section right now so we can see how many of you are interested in this type of video. Alright, let's get started. First, here's what's actually happening inside your body. After 60, your gut motility, the muscle contractions that push waste through your intestines, slows down by roughly 35%. On top of that, your mucosal lining, the slippery protective coating that keeps everything moving smoothly through your digestive tract, begins to thin. When that lining weakens, your colon walls dry out, waste becomes sticky and hard, and your body simply struggles to push anything through. When both motility drops and your mucosal lining thins at the same time, everything falls apart. Nutrients stop absorbing properly. Old waste begins fermenting inside you. Harmful bacteria multiply faster than your immune system can fight them off. Toxins that should have left your body days ago start leaking back into your bloodstream. And deep inside those stagnant pockets of trapped waste, a process called putrefactive fermentation quietly produces toxic byproducts that inflame your gut wall from the inside. Night after night without a single warning sign, your doctor will tell you to drink more water, eat more fiber, and take a probiotic. And yes, those things help a little, but they treat the symptoms, not the real root cause. A collapsing mucosal lining and a motility slowdown that keeps waste trapped inside you every single night. The science behind the fix. This decline is not inevitable. It's reversible. Certain bedtime remedies work by restoring that protective mucosal layer and reactivating the smooth muscle contractions your colon needs to flush waste overnight. Not through some magical detox, but through basic gut physiology backed by clinical research. Natural compounds in these remedies nourish the cells that rebuild your intestinal lining and trigger your colon's natural overnight cleaning cycle. A process called peristaltic restoration. Think of it as going from a clogged, frozen pipe back to a smooth, free-flowing river. Overnight transit time can improve by 40 to 55% within just 1 week. But here's the truth. Not all bedtime colon remedies are equal. Some are complete scams pushed by detox influencers who've never read a single study. Some work but come with dangerous side effects, cramping, dehydration, and middle-of-the-night emergencies that destroy your sleep. And a small few are absolute game changers that cost pennies per serving. Remedy number 8. Warm prune juice with cinnamon. Everyone knows prune juice. Your grandmother used it, your doctor probably mentioned it, and chances are you've tried it yourself at least once. Prunes contain a natural sugar alcohol called sorbitol, which draws water into your colon to soften stool and encourage movement. That part is real, and the science does support it, to a point. But here's where it falls short. A 2022 review published in the World Journal of Gastroenterology found that sorbitol from prune juice only improved bowel frequency by about 8% in adults over 55. That's barely noticeable. You might feel a slight difference the next morning, but nothing close to the deep. A thorough overnight flush your colon actually needs after years of sluggish motility. The real problem is that prune juice maintains your baseline. It keeps things from getting worse, but it does almost nothing to restore the peristaltic contractions your colon has lost with age. Think of it like oiling a rusty hinge instead of fixing the broken door behind it. You're managing the problem, not solving it. There's another issue seniors need to know about. Prune juice is naturally acidic, and drinking a full glass right before lying down can trigger heartburn and acid reflux, particularly if you're over 60 with a weakened esophageal sphincter. If you still want to use it, limit yourself to 4 ounces, warm it gently, and drink it at least 3 hours before bed. Adding cinnamon provides a mild anti-inflammatory benefit, but it won't significantly change the results. Score: 2 out of 10. Necessary but insufficient. Remedy number 7. Overnight chia seed water. Chia seeds are everywhere on social media right now, and the wellness world treats them like a miracle cure for digestive problems. And yes, there is some truth to the hype. Chia seeds are rich in soluble fiber that forms a thick gel inside your digestive tract, adding bulk to waste and helping it move along more easily. But when it comes to overnight colon motility, the actual impact is far more modest than influencers want you to believe. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Food Science found that chia seed gel only improved transit time by about 12%. And that was after consistent daily use for 6 full weeks. 6 weeks of drinking thick, slimy water every single day for a 12% improvement. For seniors dealing with chronic constipation and sluggish motility, that result simply isn't enough. But the bigger issue is that most people are preparing and timing it completely wrong. The typical approach is soaking a tablespoon in a small glass of water and drinking it right before climbing into bed. That dense blob of gel sitting in your stomach while you're lying flat does virtually nothing for your colon overnight. It hasn't even reached your lower intestine yet. Even worse, it can slow gastric emptying and seriously disrupt your sleep quality. If you want chia seeds to actually work, soak 2 teaspoons in at least 10 ounces of water for a minimum of 8 hours and drink it with dinner, not at bedtime. Score: 3 out of 10. Modest benefits, slow results. Remedy number 6. Ginger and fennel tea. And now we're starting to see real digestive science at work. Ginger contains 2 powerful active compounds, gingerols and shogaols, that directly stimulate gastric motility and encourage your digestive tract to keep moving. Fennel, on the other hand, works differently by relaxing the smooth muscle lining of your intestines, relieving trapped gas, and reducing that uncomfortable bloating so many seniors experience after dinner. Together, these 2 ingredients create a push and relax rhythm inside your gut that closely mimics healthy, natural peristalsis. A 2022 clinical trial published in the European Journal of Gastroenterology found that ginger and fennel combinations improved bowel movement regularity by approximately 19% over 4 weeks. That's a meaningful improvement compared to prune juice and chia seed water. And it's backed by solid research. But here's the critical warning that almost no health video ever mentions. Ginger is a natural blood thinner. If you're over 60 and currently taking blood pressure medication, daily aspirin, or any form of anticoagulant, drinking concentrated ginger tea every single night can meaningfully increase your bleeding risk. That's not a minor side effect. It's a serious safety concern that deserves your full attention before you start any nightly ginger routine. Always check with your doctor first if you're on any of those medications. If you've been cleared to try it, use a half-inch slice of fresh ginger root combined with 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds steeped in 8 ounces of hot water for 10 minutes. Drink it at least 2 hours before bed to avoid triggering acid reflux. Score: 4 out of 10. Works, but has significant drawbacks. Remedy number 5. Magnesium citrate powder in warm water. When most people hear the word magnesium, they think of muscle cramps or sleep supplements. But magnesium citrate is something far more powerful. It's a legitimate, clinically backed colon motility booster that works through a process called osmosis. Once dissolved in your digestive tract, it draws water directly into your intestinal lumen, softening waste and increasing volume inside your colon. That added pressure triggers stretch receptors in your colon wall, automatically firing off the peristaltic contractions your body needs to move waste out overnight. A 2024 meta-analysis covering over 2,400 participants found that magnesium citrate improved overnight bowel evacuation by 34% compared to placebo, a dramatic jump from everything we've covered so far. Take it around 7 o'clock in the evening, and by early morning, your colon is primed and ready to move. But here's where seniors need to be especially careful. Too much magnesium citrate produces the exact opposite of what you're hoping for. Loose stools, painful abdominal cramping, and a 3 a.m. bathroom emergency that completely wrecks your sleep and leaves you dehydrated. Start with just half a teaspoon, roughly 150 milligrams, dissolved in 8 ounces of warm water. Never exceed 300 milligrams at night. And if you have any history of kidney disease or reduced kidney function, talk to your doctor before using this remedy. Your kidneys need to be able to excrete excess magnesium safely. The good news? It costs around $4 for a 2-month supply. Just pennies per night. Score: 6 out of 10. Highly effective if dosed correctly. Remedy number 4. Flaxseed and warm lemon water. This remedy is criminally underrated, and most seniors have never even considered it. Here's why it works so well. Your intestinal lining is a mucous membrane, a slippery, protective surface that allows waste to glide through your colon smoothly without sticking to the walls. After the age of 50, that membrane gradually dries out and thins. When it does, waste begins clinging to your colon walls. Transit slows to a crawl, and no amount of water or fiber seems to help. Flaxseed contains a unique type of soluble fiber that, when soaked in warm water, forms a thick gel-like substance called mucilage. This mucilage temporarily restores the slippery coating your colon has been losing for years, essentially re-lubricating your digestive tract from the inside. A 2021 study published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology found that ground flaxseed improved colon transit time by an impressive 38% in adults over 55. And it achieved that within just 10 days of consistent use. Add warm lemon juice to the mix, and you get an additional benefit. Citric acid stimulates bile production, acting as a natural lubricant for your upper digestive tract. Together, these two ingredients work simultaneously from the top down and the bottom up. To prepare it correctly, soak 1 teaspoon of freshly ground flaxseed in 8 ounces of warm water with the juice of half a lemon. Let it rest for 15 minutes until slightly thickened, then drink it 90 minutes before bed. One important caution: flaxseed can interact with blood-thinning medications and hormone-sensitive conditions due to its natural lignin content, so check with your doctor before making this part of your nightly routine. Score: 8 out of 10. Powerful, affordable, and fast-acting. Remedy number 3. Triphala. Herbal tea. Triphala is one of the most powerful digestive remedies in Ayurvedic medicine, and modern clinical science is finally catching up to what practitioners have known for centuries. This ancient herbal blend combines 3 dried fruits: amalaki, bibitaki, and haritaki, each one targeting a different section of your digestive tract for a complete top-to-bottom approach to colon restoration. What makes Triphala truly stand apart from everything else on this list is haritaki. This fruit contains an active compound called shebulinic acid, which works through a completely unique mechanism. Instead of simply pulling water into your colon or adding bulk like fiber does, shebulinic acid directly stimulates the myenteric nerve plexus, the deep network of nerves embedded in your colon wall that controls peristaltic contractions. Think of it as plugging a charger directly into your colon's motor system and switching it back on. The clinical evidence is impressive. A 2020 randomized controlled trial published in the Journal of Ayurveda and Integrative Medicine found that just 2 grams of Triphala powder taken nightly improved bowel movement frequency by 41% and reduced painful straining by 36%, all within just 14 days of consistent use. To prepare it, steep 1 teaspoon of Triphala powder in 8 ounces of hot water for 8 minutes, strain it carefully, and drink it 2 hours before bed. Fair warning: this tea is bitter, earthy, and genuinely astringent. It is not a pleasant drink, but if you are truly serious about restoring your colon's overnight function, you will learn to tolerate it. Score: 8.5 out of 10. Extremely effective acquired taste. Remedy number 2. Marshmallow root and slippery elm tea. This 2-ingredient combination represents the highest natural concentration of gut-soothing mucilage compounds available anywhere on the planet. And for seniors dealing with a thinning intestinal lining, it is nothing short of remarkable. Slippery elm bark contains a dense polysaccharide that swells into a rich, thick gel the moment it contacts water, physically coating every inch of your intestinal lining from your stomach all the way down through your colon. Marshmallow root then amplifies this effect by adding its own powerful demulcent layer on top, while simultaneously reducing inflammation deep inside your gut wall. Together, these two herbs do something no other remedy on this list can fully accomplish. They actively rebuild the mucosal barrier that has been slowly thinning since you turned 50. This is restoration, not just relief. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Complementary and Integrative Medicine found that this combination improved mucosal thickness by 44% and reduced intestinal inflammation markers by 39% within just 3 weeks of nightly use. Those are genuinely remarkable numbers for a remedy made entirely from plants. To prepare it, combine 1 teaspoon of slippery elm bark powder with 1 teaspoon of dried marshmallow root in 10 ounces of hot water. Steep for 12 minutes, strain thoroughly, and drink it immediately while still warm. The mucilage compounds begin breaking down within 20 minutes of brewing, so don't let it sit. For anyone concerned about medication conflicts, neither of these herbs is a stimulant laxative. They don't strip electrolytes, don't interfere with blood pressure medications, and carry no risk of dependency. Score: 9 out of 10. Extremely powerful, requires nightly preparation. Remedy number 1. Soaked psyllium. Husk with raw honey and warm water. Psyllium husk is the single most studied natural fiber on Earth for colon health, and nothing else on this list comes close. It contains the highest concentration of both soluble and insoluble fiber found in any consumable plant source. Just 1 tablespoon delivers roughly 7 grams of fiber, and your body converts that into a gentle but powerful gel that does 3 critical things simultaneously. It absorbs water and expands to create soft, bulky stool that moves easily. It stimulates peristaltic contractions through gentle stretch activation of your colon wall. And it feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut that produce short-chain fatty acids, the exact compounds responsible for repairing your mucosal lining from the inside out. No other single remedy on this entire list accomplishes all 3 at once. A landmark study in the American Journal of Gastroenterology found that adults over 55 who took psyllium husk daily for 8 weeks experienced a 67% improvement in bowel regularity, a 52% reduction in bloating and gas, a 44% increase in beneficial gut bacteria, and a stunning 71% reduction in straining during elimination. And unlike stimulant-based remedies that lose effectiveness over time, psyllium actually becomes more powerful the longer you use it, because it is actively rebuilding your gut environment with every single dose. To prepare it, stir 1 teaspoon of whole psyllium husk into 10 ounces of warm water. Add 1 teaspoon of raw honey, stir vigorously for 30 seconds, and drink it immediately before it thickens. Follow with 4 ounces of plain water. Take it exactly 90 minutes before bed. The raw honey adds natural prebiotics that boost psyllium's bacterial feeding effect by approximately 23%, according to a 2022 study from the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition. A bag of organic psyllium husk costs around $6 and lasts over 6 weeks, under 15 cents per night. One important warning: always take psyllium at least 2 hours apart from any prescription medications, as it can slow their absorption rate. Score: 10 out of 10. The absolute king of overnight colon remedies. Your implementation plan. I start with this simple foundation every single night. 1 teaspoon of pure psyllium husk, 1 teaspoon of raw honey, dissolved in 10 ounces of warm water, taken exactly 90 minutes before bed. That's your non-negotiable base. Before dinner, add either the flaxseed and lemon water or a cup of triphala tea to accelerate your results. You don't need both. Pick one, stay consistent, and let it work. For maximum long-term impact, rotate in marshmallow root and slippery elm tea 3 to 4 nights per week to actively rebuild that thinning mucosal lining. Here's what to expect as your colon begins to restore itself. Within 3 days, the heavy, stuck pressure in your lower belly starts to lift. Within 1 week, morning bloating fades and bathroom visits become predictable. Within 2 weeks, you sleep deeper because your body is no longer struggling with a backed-up colon all night. Within 1 month, your digestion improves so dramatically, your doctor will ask what you changed. 3 critical mistakes to avoid. Never take psyllium immediately before lying down. You need that full 90-minute window. Never skip the extra water. or psyllium creates a dry plug instead of a smooth wave. And never stop any prescribed medication without consulting your doctor first. Your body is not broken. Your colon is not beyond repair. What's broken is the modern diet that stripped away everything your digestive system needs to function. The fiber, the natural compounds, the simple bedtime rituals that kept previous generations regular without a single prescription. Everything you need costs pennies and is already within reach. The science is solid. The results are real, but nothing changes until you start. Tonight, mix 1 teaspoon of pure psyllium husk with 1 teaspoon of raw honey in 10 ounces of warm water, 90 minutes before bed. Do it for 30 days straight and journal 1 sentence every morning. Compare day 1 to day 30. You'll barely recognize your own digestion. Start tonight.